Have you ever wondered why Linux might be a better choice than Windows? It's a question that's been sparking debates among tech enthusiasts for years now. But before we dive into that, let's take a step back and understand the world of operating systems. You see, an operating system is essentially the backbone of any computer, the software that supports a computer's basic functions like scheduling tasks, executing applications, and controlling peripherals. Now, let's turn the spotlight on our two contenders, Linux and Windows. First up, Windows. Introduced by Microsoft in 1985, Windows has undeniably left an indelible mark on the tech world. Its user-friendly interface and wide range of applications have made it a household name, the go-to operating system for personal computers worldwide. On the other side of the ring, we have Linux. Though less known to the general public, Linux has been the darling of developers and tech enthusiasts ever since its inception in 1991. Created by Linus Torvalds, Linux is an open-source operating system, meaning its source code is freely available and can be modified and distributed by anyone. But what sets Linux and Windows apart? Well, it all boils down to control and customization. Linux gives you the freedom to customize almost everything, from the look of your desktop to the very kernel of the system. It's like having a car where you can change the engine, paint color, or even the shape of the steering wheel to suit your taste. Windows, on the other hand, offers a more standardized experience. It's like buying a car straight from the showroom, where what you see is essentially what you get. So, there you have it, a brief introduction to the world of Linux and Windows. Each operating system has its own strengths and appeals to different types of users. Now let us delve into the advantages and disadvantages of both, starting with Windows. Windows, the world's most popular operating system, but is it the best? Let's delve into the depths of Windows and explore its merits and demerits. On the upside, Windows is hailed for its user-friendly interface. It's intuitive and familiar, which makes it easy for even the most technologically challenged individual to navigate. Coupled with its compatibility with most software and hardware, it's no wonder Windows enjoys such widespread popularity. Consider the sheer number of applications and games that are developed with Windows in mind. From the professional suites like Adobe Creative Cloud to gaming giants like Steam, Windows is the chosen platform for many developers. Furthermore, the extensive hardware support ensures that whether you're using a high-end gaming rig or a budget laptop, Windows will likely run smoothly. Another feather in its cap is the extensive customer support that Microsoft provides. With a broad user base spanning across the globe, the company ensures that help is available around the clock. Whether it's a technical glitch or a simple query, there's a good chance you'll find a solution without much hassle. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Windows does have its fair share of drawbacks. Its susceptibility to viruses is a well-known fact. Despite Microsoft's efforts to strengthen its defenses, Windows remains a prime target for malicious software. Then, there's the issue of updates. While Windows does receive regular updates, they are often slower compared to other operating systems. This can lead to a lag in receiving important security patches and feature upgrades. Lastly, Windows' high system requirements can be a deterrent for some. While it's designed to work on a wide range of systems, it does demand a lot from your hardware, which can lead to sluggish performance on lower-end devices. Windows does have its strong points, but how does Linux compare? Let's find out. Scene script, Linux, the open-source wonder, but what makes it stand out? Now, let's delve into the heart of what makes Linux the underdog that consistently prevails. The key traits that give Linux its edge are its flexibility, security, open-source nature, performance, and customization possibilities. To begin with, Linux offers a level of flexibility that is unparalleled. It's like a chameleon, capable of adapting to any environment it finds itself in. Whether it's a high-powered workstation or a compact Raspberry Pi, Linux molds itself to fit perfectly, providing an efficient and tailored user experience. Next up, security. In a world where cyber threats are commonplace, the robust security offered by Linux is a boon. With a lesser number of users compared to other operating systems, Linux isn't a prime target for malware. Plus, its open-source nature allows a global community of developers to constantly scrutinize and improve its security features. Speaking of open source, this is another key advantage of Linux. It's free, and not just in terms of cost. It represents freedom in software usage, offering transparency and allowing anyone to modify and improve the code. This creates a dynamic, continually evolving operating system that's shaped by the needs and skills of its user community. Performance-wise, Linux is a lean machine. It's not bloated with unnecessary features or background processes, making it faster and more efficient than many other operating systems. This means that even older hardware can run smoothly with Linux, giving it a longer lease of life. Lastly, let's talk about customization. With Linux, you're not just a user, you're a creator. You can tweak and tailor every aspect of your operating system to suit your specific needs. It's like having a bespoke suit, tailored to fit you perfectly, enhancing your comfort and efficiency. Quite impressive, isn't it? But like everything else, Linux too has its drawbacks, and we'll be exploring those in our next scene. But for now, let's bask in the glory of the Underdog that consistently packs a punch. No system is perfect, and Linux is no exception. Just like any other operating system, Linux has its drawbacks. One of the most significant challenges faced by Linux users is the limited software compatibility. While it's true that there are thousands of open-source software packages available for Linux, the reality is that some popular commercial software don't have a Linux version. Then, there's the steep learning curve. Linux is not as plug-and-play as other operating systems. It requires a certain amount of technical knowledge and a willingness to learn. This might be a deterrent for those who prefer a more user-friendly interface. Finally, let's address the elephant in the room: gaming. While Linux has made strides in this area, it's still not on par with other platforms. Many high-end games are not available on Linux, making it less appealing to hardcore gamers. Despite these setbacks, Linux manages to hold its own. How? Let's find out. Why would anyone choose Linux over Windows then, you might ask? Well, it's not without reason. The advantages of Linux, in many cases, energetically outweigh its disadvantages, and it has proven to be a formidable competitor, particularly in areas like server management and programming. Let's take a moment to talk about server management. Linux has been the backbone of the internet for years, powering a significant majority of the world's servers. Why is that? Linux's stability and security are unparalleled. It can handle an enormous number of processes running simultaneously without breaking a sweat. Plus, Linux servers rarely need to be rebooted and are less prone to virus attacks, making them a popular choice for long-term continuous tasks. Moreover, Linux is also a favorite amongst programmers. It offers a vast array of powerful tools right out of the box. It's open source, meaning that users have the freedom to modify and distribute the source code as they please. This allows programmers to tailor their operating system to fit their specific needs. It's like having a custom-made suit, but for your computer. Now, let's not forget about the cost. Linux is free. Yes, you heard it right. It's completely free, while Windows can cost a pretty penny. This makes Linux an excellent choice for startups and businesses looking to cut costs. Additionally, Linux has a robust community of users and developers who are always ready to help, making it easier for beginners to dive in and learn. It's a great platform for those who are curious and want to understand how their computer works under the hood. In conclusion, while both have their merits, Linux offers a host of benefits that can't be ignored. It's a reliable, secure, and cost-effective solution that's tailor-made for the internet age. It's not just an operating system. It's a symbol of freedom and control in a world that's increasingly dependent on technology. So, we've explored both Windows and Linux, but which one should you choose? Let's recap the main points. We delved into the heart of both operating systems, uncovering their strengths and weaknesses. We discovered that Linux, often seen as the underdog, actually packs a powerful punch. It offers unparalleled customization, robust security, and a thriving community ready to help at any moment. Not to mention, it's completely free, making it a cost-effective choice for many users. On the flip side, we acknowledged that Linux might have a steeper learning curve compared to Windows, but we also highlighted the value of this challenge. Learning to navigate Linux can unlock a world of potential, from understanding the intricacies of your operating system to gaining valuable skills in the growing tech industry. Ultimately, the choice between Linux and Windows depends on your needs. But remember, Linux isn't just an alternative, it's a powerful choice.